There is a terrible accident happened that night. A young mother has been stabbed 37 times. She was found in a alley 2 weeks later.
Hey, I'm watching that.
Strangle her. She's not coming home.
Turn it back on.
No. I cut you off, remember? You're not allowed to watch that stuff.
It's soothing. I need it. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I'm disciplining you.
I did nothing wrong. My mother's the one who showed up.
I just spent 40 minutes calming your mother down, and she'll be here soon. You need to be a big girl and face your big girl problems. No more dead processes on Odyssey channel before you do that.
Why do you have a key to my room?
I paid for it.
Did you pay for my mom's room too?
Yes.
Because we're poor now?
That's what we're all gonna talk about dinner. You might be here soon.
I've decided I won't see her.
Excuse me, what?
I'm grieving my father's death. And my mother brought a man with her to the meeting about the estate. That is so insulting to my father.
Your father's dead and his feelings doesn't matter.
Max!
Susanna, you made a big scene in the lobby. You made your point.
I won't see her.
So, how's this gonna work? I go to have dinner with her mother and her man friend. You sit here cry while she takes away all your money.
You never let that happen.
You know, I might. I don't like this weepy, weepy, wah thing you're doing. I don't respect it.
Max, I'm grieving.
Negotiations are all about who has the biggest dick in the room. Be sad, grieve, but do it with a big dick.
Grieve with a big dick. That's not possible.
Charles Bronson in Death Wish, Rambo, Mr. Voorhees in Friday the 13th?
None of those people are real, Max.
Susanna, you gotta pull yourself together. Clock strikes midnight, you can regress. Light your vanilla candle, write in your dream journal. Until then, you're a soldier. Fix yourself up.
In one of my textbooks, I read about these families. Craziest thing, Max. And when someone in the family is in pain, the other family members do this thing called nurture. You ever heard of that?
No. No crying. Big dick. Okay, so, clean slate. Last few hours never happened. I'd like to welcome both my favorite ladies to New York City. We're all so glad to be here because we love each other so much, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to suggest that we keep our original plans.
I never suggested otherwise.
You brought Lester. The plan did not include Lester.
Susanna, I am disabled. I can't travel alone.
I offered to drive to Richmond and pick you up.
I don't feel safe in the car with you. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings.
It hurts my feelings, Susan. I taught her how to drive.
I'm not blaming you. Susanna has assumed a somber attitude since her father died.
So I can't drive?
You're sluggish. If a drunk driver is careening into my path, I don't want my life in your hands. I'm sorry.
Susanna's attitude is not the point. Lester's not the point.
Lester is the point. I'm not going to discuss my father's estate with your... whatever he is to you, in addition to being your house painter.
He's my lover.
Oh my God, how could you?
Listen to me. Your father died 6 months ago.
It was 3 months.
4. It was 4 months. You're both liars.
You didn't lose a child or even a breast. Your father died of natural causes after a life outlived. That's not loss. It's transition.
How can you? It's a huge loss.
It's an old man dying peacefully. It's not tragic.
He was my dad.
And you're an adult. This is a costume.
What? My clothes?
The black dress. You're infatuated with the grief. You think you finally found something that will distinguish you.
Okay, that's enough.
It's not a distinction, Suzanna. A parent's death is the most common of milestones.
My proposal is that we keep to a plan. We go to dinner, we talk facts and figures. Lester can join us for dessert.
No, I won't leave and sit in a room while we have a nice dinner.
See, this is the point. It's not going to be a nice dinner. We're here to talk about your finances.
I don't discuss money at the dinner table. You grow up in my household. You know that.
Oh, no. You agreed to this.
I agree to hear your opinions.
You're not opinions.
I'm perfectly willing to have a conversation about the estate, but not over dinner. Some women, Marilyn Monroe, Princess Diana, are sensual and grief. You are not.
Max.
Susan, please.
Do you disagree? Look at her.
Let me tell you something. Susanna can't be fixed. I'm not worried about her. Your financial health.
Lester and I will meet you downstairs. We'll share a meal and some good wine. We'll talk business in the morning.
No, I don't have time in the morning, Susan. And can't afford good wine.
Are you enjoying this drama you created?
Your husband created it. I'm just a messenger.
This is terribly exhilarating for you. I can see it.
Mom.
How could you? You and Richard raised me. For all practical purposes, you're my parents.
And that only makes it crueler.
You think I take pleasure in this? I'll be a monster.
Not a monster. A power monger. I know that look.
What, this look?
That is the look you get when my family's stupidity offers you a foothold to gain power.
Anytime I can clean up after your family's stupidity, I'm happy to do it.
Stop it. What is this? Your family, my family. This is our family. How broke are we?
I think we can drink some alcohol.
Lester is hungry. Whatever you want to say, say it now or in the morning.
I have a full day tomorrow.
Then say it now. Cogently, please. Do not savor.
The business hasn't turned profit for nearly a decade. Richard burned through a leaving saving patching holes, keeping it afloat. I think it was largely sentimental. It was an old family business. He hoped the tide would turn.
Are we?
No, but your savings are thin. I have a plan.
I have a very hard time believing this, Max. Yoshi would certainly have told me.
Yoshi has a loss of objectivity. He'll be the first to admit that.
Nonsense. He's a Japanese businessman. His objectivity is all he has.
Mom, that's racist.
Send me the figures. I'll show them to my financial advisor.
Your financial advisor is Yoshi.
Correct.
Yoshi no longer is Yoshi's involved.
Because you bullied him in your zeal to seize power. I'll bring him back.
There's no power to seize, Susan. Look, Yoshi asked me, there was a loss of objectivity.
In your opinion.
In reality on planet Earth, your husband was stupid about his money and his financial advisor was... There was a romantic situation, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're devious.
Romantic.
He means homosexual.
I don't think we can get into labels.
Gay.
Bi. Let's just say your father was bi.
You don't believe in bisexuality?
I'm very upset with you, Max.
Me?
Lester and I will be having dinner privately and returning to Richmond.
Susan, you gotta face this.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. You could have done this in an email as I begged you to do. You're welcome to join us for dinner if you're prepared to apologize to Lester for your dramatics.
Mom, you need to stay with me and deal with this.
No good deed goes unpunished. You were a good deed.
I know.
I took you into my home.
Mom, stop!
You did. I owe your family a debt, and I'm ready to start repaying tonight. Let me help you. I manage people's money for a living, Susan. I make people rich. You can do worse than having me.
You are a rich man who puts his family in a 2-star hotel. That's what you are.
You gotta hire someone else to do this. There's too much history. This is a 3-star hotel.
Max, I'm sorry.
I think the MS is catching up to her. Since when does she run away from a shitstorm?
She likes other people's shitstorm. This is too close.
Is that it? No. The day of my mother's funeral, she bought me a suit. I was 10 years old, and I met her like once. She brought me to the fat child's department at Sears, and she said, "Your mother's dead, and your father dresses you like a gay hustler."
Max, that's awful. Why have you never told me this?
It was awful at that time, but she saved me from walking to my mother's funeral dressing like a gay hustler. Everybody else was blubbering over themselves. She's the only person who had my back. Your father and Yoshi? You either knew or surmised. You barely reacted, given what a fucking drama queen you are.
I was counting on that last thing without asking.
You're saving the hard questions until he's too feeble to run?
It's not like that. Did you know?
I knew there was something. Factor actually was paying him. I figured he was gay, impotent, or he killed a drifter your mother had proof, so he couldn't leave.
God, I should have asked him.
He would just have denied it. He's a lie and denying kind of guy.
Don't say that.
He's a liar and a denier and the greatest man I've ever known. Your parents compliment each other. Your father denies problems, your mother rubs your face in them.
He did not deny. My father had a appropriate grasp of how much a child could handle.
Right, he lied.
That's what parents are supposed to do, dumbass.
What, lie to children?
Yes. He lied to me about my mother's illness until I was old enough to deal with it, and that was a gift.
A gift?
You can't tell an 8-year-old that her mother has MS.
Susie, he said your mother was an alcoholic and she wasn't.
He never said alcoholic. He said, sometimes mommy drinks too much and that makes her drop things.
Well, you're going to graduate school in psychology. Get some feedback on the episode and get back to me.
Max, there are times when lying is the most human thing you can do.
I see. Your father spent his life being humane. Leaves me to be the asshole.
I'm sorry, it's not fair to
It's
do
fair.
this.
I owe him something. He was generous to me beyond all reasons.
He was generous to you because he adored you.
Well, the day when my father and I showed up at your house to say my mother had died, both of our parents said, "I'm sorry, Matt."
They say, Max, you misheard them.
That's fine. I know it was your dad's good deed. I mean, it wasn't pure charity. He thought an orphan in a house could make your mother behave better.
Well, that's true, but it didn't work, did it? She stayed evil, and he kept you anyway, because he loved you.
That's a bold move. Adopting a kid to chain your wife into being less abusive? That took some balls.
Can I finish graduate school?
Of course. You're not rich anymore, but you're not the fucking Jodes.
So what do we do?
Sell a company, sell a house. Your mother can go to a full-service apartment. They do groceries, they clean. The rest of her needs, Lester can pick up the slack.
Lester is the slack. He's a red boy.
He is, and it's honest work.
No, it isn't.
Lester would do everything your father did to your mother. Whatever his price is, it's worth it.
No.
What's your solution? You gonna move home and help her?
God, no. She needs to hire someone.
The money isn't there, Suzanna. Her health is gonna decline, and Lester's a decent guy.
He's dumb, and he's our age.
He's not dumb. He's a redneck. A sort of an alternative redneck. He wants to make a movie.
So that's why he's with her? Fuck that.
You want your freedom? Open your eyes. Your freedom is Red Boys and Redneck cinema.
You're talking about prostitution.
Prostitution, marriage, same thing. It's two people coming together because each has something the other wants.
Wait, you don't believe in love?
Sure I do. Love is a happy byproduct of use.
A happy byproduct of use? What the fuck does that mean?
Suzanna, we're animals. Love is it's just a feeling, like hunger, like cold. It's a feeling that tells us what we need to survive. A sandwich, a sweater, an orphan, a Lester.
Stop calling yourself an orphan. Do you think all love is used or just romantic love?
All love. Your father, for example, paid our college tuition. We, in turn, loved him very much.
I hate when you do this.
Do what?
Turn a beautiful thing to shit.
Understanding behavior is not turning into shit.
You're saying my father was generous with us because he couldn't love man, is that it?
I think if your mother had been much more self-actualized, I would have college loans. I do believe that.
I don't. And now I want to stop talking about this.
You're getting a PhD in psychology. How could you be so unwilling to ask the hard questions?
I ask them when it's necessary. When there's no problem, it's like shoving your face in the toilet after you shit. You can do it, but it's not necessary.
Wow, you're going to make an interesting therapist. Proud of you. I mean, I just told you you're broke and you had a gay dad. And I think I can go to bed now and not worry about you.
You worried about me? Since when?
Of course I worry about you. You're a mess.
My dad has only been dead for 3 months.
It's 4 months. God, it's long enough to grieve. You have too much time on your hands.
I'm in PhD program.
In psychology. If you had been to medical school like I told you to, you wouldn't be calling me crying. You'd be too busy saving lives.
And mine convenience you by calling out stuff.
Call me all you want. I can't help you. You need to take actions.
I'm in therapy.
That's not action, that's wallowing.
What's your idea of action?
Things you do outside your home that requires you to move your limbs. You need to join some clubs.
Clubs? What kind of clubs?
Clubs! The KKK! The Dawn of American Revolution. You need activity so you get mopey, mopey, weepy, weepy. You can abort the thoughts. You could say, I don't have time for this. I have a barn raising I need to talk to.
Max, cut me some slack. That was my anchor in the world. I feel totally untethered.
Right, you need to fucking tether yourself. Join a Powder Puff Girl on Girl softball team. Do something.
I don't know. I think maybe there's a value in just sitting with it. This feeling of floating alone in the universe. Maybe I'm supposed to learn something from it.
You had 4 months. You learned nothing.
I'm talking about life lessons, Max. It's not like learning Photoshop.
So, when you're calling me at 3 a.m. saying you want to be dead, I should say, be very still, Suzanna, and reflect on your pains. That doesn't help you.
It's not either or, Max. You can offer empathy.
You're paying a therapist for empathy, and you're still calling me saying some really scary stuff.
There are normal impulses and late paths.
I hope so. You're hard to listen to. I need to go to bed.
Now? It's so early.
Right. I have work at 7, so I need to get in bed before 10. That gives me just enough time for takeouts and pornography.
That's order food here.
Can we watch pornography?
I don't know. I feel like Alvaro is sort of like in the room.
It's not our father, Suzanna. I have an actual living father, and I would be very hurt to hear you say that.
How's he?
I don't want to talk about it.
That bad, huh?
No, it's just much more complicated financial stuff.
He's not gonna go to jail again, is he?
I think it's enough family drama for one night.
Sorry. Not only do we all dump our problems on you, they're not even interesting problems. It's all math.
Math, I could do. A little Japanese man crying me all over Starbucks? Oh, that I can't.
Yoshi! Whoa. Was he super sad?
Oh, yeah. I need your call mother tomorrow and suggest her hire someone else than me to do the work. I know you're in your sad, Buddhist face right now.
I will call her.
So, let's pick some activities right now. What do you want to do? Al-Anon, Unitarianism, Green Party? What do you want to do?
I don't know. There's a grad school ski trip next week.
Go.
I don't ski. It's cheap though.
Go ski. Get a dog, kiss a girl, shake things up.
No dogs, but skiing I would try.
Great. Now let's watch pornography.
Remember that big porn superstore we used to drive past on the way to mall? I remember that day, the first time I saw the word amateur on my key, and you were driving that said,
Who wants to walk sexual amateurs?
I thought it meant like people who didn't know what they were doing.
I remember. Have you ever watched that amateur stuff?
A little?
Okay, so you know how these amateurs look like.
They're not all fat and ugly, Max. That's just not true.
It is true. The hot amateurs are getting paid, so they're not really amateurs.
Well, I can't watch that. Girls in this country legally addicted to drugs?
What can consenting adults do to get into this country and stay here? It's not my problem.
I never say it was. Relax.
The real amateurs are fat couples with camera and no shame. They're disgusting. I hate them.
Well, that's the only porn I can watch. The others, I felt too responsible,
No. You see, you're the reason why civilization is going to end. You'd rather choose a disgusting reality over a beautiful fiction. I don't understand that. I want the love boat. I don't want real boats with real lovers.
Love boats. Remember Saturday your mom died? You watched it on TV while my parents got your dad drunk?
Not really.
We did a 1,000-piece puzzle and watched a love boat.
Wait, the puzzle. Was it porpoises or something?
It was a whale. I remember a love boat ending in my dad's footsteps, and I thought, it's over. Max has to go home. So I prayed that wouldn't happen.
You prayed? What do you mean you prayed?
I prayed. I said, please, God, don't let this end. I didn't pray for your mom to be alive or my mom to be not sick. I just prayed for more time with you. And my prayer got answered. Dad came around the corner with hot chocolate, and we passed out during Fantasy Island.
I don't remember any of that. Let's watch TV.
I don't want to watch porn, though.
Fine. How about horror?
Oh, yes, please. Can you find some?
I could try.
Happy hour every day.
With you. In the mid to upper third.
President of the United
I want hot chocolate. Hot chocolate and a hot roll. That is what I want more than anything in the world.
Don't pray. Or if you do, don't squander it. Pray for money.
I would never pray for money.
Incident happened here at
Okay, here, look. Nightmare on Elm Street. But which one? $100 if you know.
It's, give me a second. It's 3. Fred is about to say, where's the bourbon, bitch?
You're right. Good call. Where's the fucking bourbon? It's not bad enough he has nicer fingers. He has to be verbally abusive as well.
I saw a rock concert at John's Beach last year. It was late at night, a freezing winter with summer. But they didn't sell booze, so I drank hot chocolate.
That's it? That's the whole story?
Yeah?
That's not a story. That's a setup for a story.
It's a snapshot, an exhilarating moment.
If that was exhilarating, you left the part out.
I asked the concession guy why he didn't sell booze, and he said that a girl had been struck by lightning the year before, so they stopped serving booze.
That makes absolutely no sense.
The guy next to me, he bought a Coke, and the concession guy put out a bottle into a cup. And again, I asked why. And he said that somebody had threw a bottle on the stage and hit the singer in the head the night before. So, no more bottles. Okay, I got it. The point.
Fantastic.
I had this moment. This wave of exhilaration came over me. And exhilaration feels like it's worth it. People getting struck by lightning or whacking head with bottles, a certain amount of brutality was worth it to see a rock concert next to the ocean. Little night your mom died, I feel like that, My mom was sick, yours was dead, but I felt so happy to be with you. Maybe that's how life works, all these hideous things, but you get little pockets of joy to get with thee. Rock concerts on the ocean, puzzles, and TV. Max, I can't. You're my brother.
I'm not your brother. I think your mother hammered that point home.
Okay, then you're my money manager.
I am. Keep kissing me. I might take that responsibility seriously.
I can't.
You don't want to?
I really want to.
Then what's the problem?
It's epic.
It doesn't have to change anything.
Really?
Really.
one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, it's Suzanna. This is my 5th call and I'm worried. I'm worried and my husband's worried. We're worried that you're dead or injured. We're just... No. You know what? I know you're not dead or injured. You're just being yourself and thinking only of yourself. So fuck you, you know. Just fuck you. Fuck you, Mom! Call me.
Okay, so there are no flights tonight out of Providence. Cheapest flight out of Boston to Key West is $975 round trip.
900? Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do, Andrew? She's not answering her phone, and we know that she has used her health insurance.
But that could mean nothing. For all you know, she has, like, a yeast infection.
Yuck, Andrew, what's my mother?
I think if it were serious, Lester would have called.
No, if it was serious, Lester would empty a bank account and flee to Mexico.
They've been together almost a year. I think if he was gonna kill her, he would have done it by now.
That's not how psychopath works, stupid. Let's take time to gain your trust. I love that you're not a psychopath. I view this as the biggest accomplishment of my life. I married a man who's not a psychopath.
Well, thank you. But don't call me stupid. And call Lester.
No! I told you! I made a boundary with my mother. She can't just act out and make me reverse myself.
She's not acting out. Something happened to her that required medical attention.
Wait. You do think it's something bad. When does the flight leave?
10. How about I call Lester?
Fuck no. You're my husband. If it's my boundary, it's your boundary too. Andrew, what should I do?
It's up to you. I'll support whatever
Don't throw a decision back to me when I ask you to. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. I need you to tell me what to do.
First, you need to drink some wine and chill.
Again, it's not an answer.
Sweetie, I can't be your dad. You're gonna have to participate in the decision.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're getting pissy with me because I will make a decision for you.
No, I'm asking you to take a firm position. Don't be hurt.
I'm not hurt. I know when you lash out at me, the anger isn't really about me.
It isn't?
No, it's why is my dad here when I need him? Is this still really primal rage in you that makes...
Now you're being a writer and trying to make a shit situation seem existential, which also doesn't help me.
Wow.
Andrew, if today I was in an accident and my head is bleeding, you would have to make a decision for me.
Fine. Right now it's not bleeding. It's fine and capable and totally cute. Even obnoxious words come out of it.
Kiss me. What I said about you being a writer, that wasn't meant to be bitchy. Is this our first emergency as husband and wife?
I think so. Yeah, I think it is. What do you want to do?
Call Max. Shit, Max! What time is it? We need to cancel with Max and Becky.
Max is probably on his way. I can cancel Becky, but...
No. If we have Max, we need Becky. He's already resistant to all this blind date thing. We can't abort the mission.
I thought you said he stopped being resistant.
That just introduced them and sent them off on their date. I can't be so sure when I'm this worried.
No. If you're backing out of dinner, we have to cancel with Becky.
Why?
The plan was a double date. You know, with me there to facilitate a supportive role.
Oh, no, wait. Why does she need support?
But everyone needs support. And she's sort of delicate.
Oh, fuck you, Andrew. What's wrong with her?
You really need to stop this. Like now.
Stop what?
Come on, Susie. We've been over this. I don't grow up with people sniping and accusing.
Okay, fine. Just tell me the truth about Becky.
She started temping in my office a month ago. I told you all I know.
And how is she delicate?
She's just at a transition point in life. She's in a kind of melancholic place.
Melancholic? Great. You tell me this right now.
Can you stop fixating on my words? Becky's a great catch, and she's available because she's in a transitional life space.
I better warn Max.
Don't. I already warned Becky.
About what?
I told her his course delivery belies a rich interior life.
You had met Max, what, twice?
Exactly. He's a tough first meet. But second time, I liked him. You know, I could drive you to Florida. Miss Square Monday, back on Tuesday.
Take off Monday? Bullshit, you'll take off Monday.
You want to rephrase that?
I love you so much. And that is one and the only thing that would drive me crazy. That you would just blow off your job.
Blow off? This is a medical emergency with my mother-in-law.
You're not working for Jasper Hermione at Coffee Collective anymore. This is a real job.
This is a real job because I wear a suit and sounds nice to your mom and Max. I'm a fucking office manager.
No. This is a real job because you make twice the hourly wage than you made in that fucking Coffee Collective.
When your mom fell down the stairs, Jasper Hermione, who I know you have no respect for, told me to take all the time you need.
They can't do that. They make coffee for a living.
You have class issues.
No. I have a newly sovereign view of how much money it takes to get by in America since my dad died.
Okay. I have been thinking about that. And we don't need 2 bedrooms. I like having a room to write in, but we could just get by a 1-bedroom or a studio.
Studio? Andrew, we talked to Max. With your new job and me picking up extra work, we're living within our means.
Right. But I can't get any writing done, and I hate my job.
So you want to move us to a studio so that it can serve coffee? Is that where this is going?
Just until I finish my book and you get your degree. It's not leaving.
Oh, this better be my mother. It's Max. Hey, I can't talk. I'm waiting for my mom to call. It's in Andrew's name, Porter.
Okay, before Max gets here, I don't want to leave this unfinished.
Let's talk about it with Max.
No, Susie, this is private. Is this your way of saying that you'll live in a studio?
No. Let's just may say that I love you and fighting is okay. It doesn't change that. Are you 90? That's 2 flights of stairs.
I have to muscle past 5 generations of Portuguese people frying fish.
They are all landlords. Don't be racist.
It's nice to see you too. What the hell's wrong?
The usual shit. Want a glass of wine?
Sure, I brought a bottle.
Our wine's not shit, Max.
Oh, don't be hostile. I brought a nice wine because it's your 6-week anniversary. Hello, Andrew. Congratulations.
Hi, Max.
It's 3 months, asshole. That's not even a real anniversary. Next week is, though. We can drink on that. Max,
What?
next week?
I don't know. What is next week?
Come on.
I don't know. What is it? Flag Day?
It's her dad's death. It's a year.
Oh, right. Well, you don't celebrate that, though. That's what threw me.
You acknowledge it. You're coming over, right?
What day is it?
Forget it. Andrew and I are going to commemorate it. If you can't even remember a date, I don't want to hear.
Commemorate? It's not the fucking bicentennial.
Commemorate is probably the wrong word. It was my idea. When I was in high school, a kid in my class died, and when your anniversary came around, people had a lot of feelings about it.
I'm sure they did. They were in fucking high school.
Max.
We threw a party. It sounds weird, but it really helped shift us from mourning to, celebrating his life.
Okay, I'll come. Should I do a mixtape or?
If you're going to make fun of it, don't come.
Are you having your period? What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's huge or wrong? My mother
Oh,
won't...
well, in that case, we should start drinking and change the subject.
You know what, Max? This is why you don't have a girlfriend.
Your mother is why I don't have a girlfriend? Actually, there's some truth to that.
No, you don't have a girlfriend because you asked me what's wrong. And then when I tell you, you're all, oh, nothing I can do.
Is this all you hope and dream of, marrying to her?
It's great. How do you like Boston? You getting settled?
Boston? For 4 months is fine.
What is it you're doing again?
I'm opening a Boston office for my company.
Oh, huh. Which part of the city are you?
I'm still sorting details out. Look, Susie, you and your mother. It's like the Middle East. Bad situation, never gonna change. So why even talk about it?
Because it begins with an E, ends with a Y. You can't do it.
Nurture? Wait, no. Empathy. Right, woman and empathy. Man, this is just like day I had last week. This dance professor who started talking about the Iraq War.
Wait, you can't talk about the Iraq War?
For a few minutes, fine. But there's nothing I could do about it. There's definitely nothing Annabelle, the dance professor, could do about it, so...
You can't believe there's nothing anyone can do.
Let me clarify. I give money to those whose job is to do the right thing.
The Democrats?
No, NAMBLA. Of course the Democrats, stupid.
So, people who don't have money can accept an impact?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I do my share. I give away 10% of my income to those whose job is to solve the problem. It's their job, not mine. And I don't want my dinner ruined.
So what did you say to her?
Oh, she was trying to talk about this protest at Harvard. Artists voting against the war bullshit.
You told her it was stupid and pointless.
I did not say it was stupid. Did say it was pointless, though.
You're a jerk.
You're probably right. But you don't want to say that on your first date.
Wait, did you just agree with me?
It depends on how you said it. I used to go to those protests at Brown, but I started to feel like they weren't really about the war. No one important was watching. We were just exaggerating our guilt and getting laid. I feel like do something real or do nothing, you know?
Now, if you say like that, it's okay.
What do you do?
What?
About the war. Did you do something real or you do nothing?
I don't do as much as I should. There's a group at Brown that sends books to the troops.
Oh, the poor troops. The Brown kids are sending them books.
The troops are not literate, Max.
No, they're not. But when you live in fear of dirty bomb and torture, you do not want to use highlighted copy of the fucking lighthouse.
Max, I need you to take like a mellower tone with Becky.
She's delicate.
She's not delicate. Just, Max, it's not like emasculating to open yourself to one's experience.
I don't know, Andrew. That sounds pretty fucking womanly.
Tell him what to say. You think actual words?
You can say something like, wow, that's kind of outside my experience. So I would need you to say more.
Is that... Don't tell me he's not you talking to you like that.
I love it. Makes me weak.
Sorry. Hello? Hey. Sorry, it's Porter. Just buzz. Oh, sure. Stay there. I'll meet you. Bye. It's Becky. I'm gonna go get her.
Why don't you just have a bus?
She was actually calling from the mini mart, and she doesn't know my last name either.
Why is she at Mini Mart?
She doesn't have a cell phone. I'm gonna go get her.
Is my date Amish?
No. You're here. I'm so happy.
I am here. You really do live in Rhode Island.
What's that supposed to mean?
I got Portuguese fish right all over me.
My landlords are so sweet. When we moved in, they made us wedding soup.
And you ate it?
Of course. It's not like in New York, Max. Your landlords don't kill you to end rent control.
I'm not rent control. I own my place. Hey, did I tell you about a building?
Your building?
No, in Brooklyn. So, when you're ready to leave this little Portuguese fishing village, I'm going to cut you a good deal.
I'm not sure if Andrew wants to live in New York. Listen, I should have asked you this before, and please don't tell Andrew I didn't. You and that woman are totally done, right?
That woman?
Krista, it's over, right? You're available?
I told you it was over.
I know. She's around longer than the others, so I want to double check.
The others?
Come on, Max. You're a short timer. You get that 3-month itch. That was a really long relationship for you.
It was 3 months. I love that you're incapable of simple math.
It felt longer.
Well, I don't move as fast as you and Junior.
If you call him Junior in his face, I'll kill you.
A 4-month courtship and a Vegas wedding? That's fast. And he is your junior.
By 4 years. 31, 35, it's nothing.
He's 31? Guess he seems younger since he looks so indie rock.
Stop it.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a cultural difference. Hey, when he gets back, $500 that he thinks 401k is bad.
No, don't. That's me. Speaking of money, don't tell Andrew I asked you this.
Ooh, I'm keeping a lot of secrets here.
Andrew's like, not happy at his work. He wants to take a pay cut and move to a smaller place.
What's the question?
Could we stay in this apartment if our income was less?
How much less? Don't answer. Look, you can do anything you want with your money. You can go on a $10,000 honeymoon. You can buy a nice car. But when your money is gone, it's gone.
So the answer is no?
It's a judgment call. If you are married to a medical student, I'll say, go ahead, live a little. Andrew, I don't see any guarantees in earning power.
That's not a measure of man's worth, Max.
You didn't ask me about worth. You asked me about money.
I'm sorry. I know it's a judgment call. But your judgment is better than mine, you know?
Oh, I know. Look at a couple of cheaper places. Come back to me with the actual numbers. I'll tell you what to do then.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. This is Becky. Becky, this is my wife, Suzanna. And this is Max. Let me take a coat.
Nice to meet you all, or both.
Wow, you look like a birthday cake.
No, she doesn't. Ignore him. It's nice to meet you, Becky.
I was complimenting her. It doesn't care if you wear a dress once a year.
I'm totally overdressed.
No, you're not. Do you drink red wine?
Yes.
Your face is very pink. Have you been drinking this evening?
No, I just caught a cab too early, so I had to walk around and kill some time. It's really cold.
You should have just come over. We weren't really doing anything.
Yeah, we're just fighting. Actually, I'm not dressed yet. I'm gonna go change.
Why were you fighting?
I told you, my mom. Shit, my mom! You totally distracted me. I'm gonna go try and call her.
So, warm up any?
Yes, I guess that was silly of me. It is, you know how Providence cabs are, or you don't. You live in New York.
I should have picked you up. I feel like an idiot.
Is there something wrong with your car?
Yes, I mean, I don't have one.
Is that a economic necessity or a life choice?
Life choice?
You know, are you a militant environmentalist? Do you oppose cars
No,
in theory?
no. I just don't have money. I mean, I have some. I have money.
So, what's up with Susan? Why is Susie calling her?
Her mother's health insurance company called. My wife and her mother have the same name, Suzanna Slater.
Oh, that must get confusing.
It's actually pretty manageable nicknames. Her mother goes by Susan, and my wife kind of defaults to Susie. If we have a female child, I don't know what's left for her.
There's Suki.
Too Asian.
Actually, it is Cedric, the Warhol model. Her sister was Suki Cedric.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know the lineage of all the Warhol models?
So, the insurance people called, and they realized they had the wrong Suzanna Slater, and they hung up. And Susan's in Florida with her boyfriend, Lester.
She's still not picking up. And she's in Florida with the fuck-o Loren boy, so God knows what becomes of her.
Did you call Lester?
Hell no, I did not call Lester. It's still early. I think I should just fly down there and find out what happened.
Did you call a hotel?
I don't know where they're staying.
So what the fuck are you gonna do when you get there?
Just find her. Key West can be that big.
It's big enough. Why have you called Lester?
What kind of stupid fucking questions that you know why?
Andrew, why won't you call Lester?
Max, fuck off. I made that boundary very clear.
Guys, Becky doesn't know any of these people, so maybe we should stop.
It's okay. Family problems are just... God, I don't even speak to my family.
Really? And why is that?
It's a pretty long story.
You don't speak to them or they speak to you?
It's basically mutual.
Oh, don't look like her likes weird. I wish I can do it. And so do you.
Yeah, but we never actually did it. They're our parents. Andrew, call Lester.
Susie says we have the same boundaries because we're married.
Wow. Isn't it a great thing I showed up? I have no boundaries at all. Did they tell you that, Becky?
No.
Did you try to talk some sense into her?
I offered to drive her down.
And do what when you get there? What the fuck is wrong with you two?
I didn't know that she didn't know.
Max, Key West is not that big.
Correct. It's a small town with about 900 bed and breakfast.
There's probably only one hospital.
And did you call that one hospital? Of course you did. You're both idiots.
Max.
Sit down, drink your wine. It's raining. Lester, my man. Max Garrett here. How have you been? I'm very well. How's you and Susan? That's good to know. So, the reason why I'm calling you is that you're a lying sack of shit. What happened to Susan? Uh-huh. So she's fine? Good eye. Suzanna? Fuck Suzanna. This is a conversation between men. I'm not a snitch.
Don't, Susie. Let him get the whole story.
I'm sorry, Becky. This is completely rude. I'm just not sure if it's serious or not.
It's no problem. Is Max, like, related to you?
Not exactly. My parents kind of adopted him.
Oh, his parents are dead?
Only his mom. His dad is just, useless.
I don't feel I'm making a good impression.
No, you're doing great.
Please, I'm the one who's making a bad impression. If you're not at your best, that means I'm not at mine.
So, you agree I'm not at my best?
Oh,
No.
no. I'm just apologizing for letting my parents dominate the room. See, my parents would never let that happen.
Southern gentility.
It's not that.
Yeah, my mom's from South and she's not gentle at all.
Oh. Remember in Greek mythology, gods judge you by how well treated strangers who come at the door. What's that called?
The guest house code?
It's got a Greek name too.
I didn't read those myths. I don't think. Do a lot of strangers come to your door?
Oh, yes. They're always burning or pillaging each other, so everyone was hungry or homeless at some point. Do you want some more wine, Becky?
A little, thanks. So, is there anything I should do or not to do as far as Max?
Just be yourself.
In as much as you can, don't show me any weakness.
No, Susie, that's not helpful.
Do I seem weak so far?
Oh, no. All I'm saying is, first date, everyone's nervous. And we all have one thing fall back on when we're nervous. Flirting or bragging or whatever. His thing is bullying, so just try to give him any opening.
Okay, I really don't like to admit that I'm wrong, but my God, he is a loser.
See?
They were in the pool at the hotel and your mother forgot her can up in the room.
Because Lester makes us self-destructive.
Oh, shut the fuck up. If that's what your psychology program is teaching you.
She forgot her can, and she fell. Is it bad?
No, she tripped. Her knees are bruised. The hotel overreacted. She's not self-destructive, Susanna.
Susie's mom has MS. It's
Andrew, give this girl some credit. She knows what MS is.
I don't know a lot. I know Jerry Lewis does a television.
Then muscular dystrophy.
Oh my God, I know that. I just don't know why you say that.
Refusing to use her can is self-destructive.
MS is multiple sclerosis.
I know that. I just nerves.
You're nervous?
A little.
If my mom's fine, why did you have to go in the other room for?
Because sometimes in crisis, you learn things about people you didn't know.
What did we learn?
Lester's credit cards are maxed out. You can't use them.
He's a huge loser. That's not a surprise.
Well, it surprised your mother. She gave Lester money to pay off his credit card, but he spent it on something else.
What? Drugs?
No, editing equipment for his film.
You fuck up, Max.
No, I didn't. Your mother called me. She wants $5,000 sent to Lester's credit card company. I said, great, fine. Then I sent the money to Lester. You see what I did here?
Yes, you fuck up.
No, I didn't. I protected you. You should be down on your knees thanking me.
How is putting thousands of dollars in Lester's hands protecting me?
Anyone? Anyone?
You set him up to fail. Instead of paying his creditors, you paid him. You tested him knowing he would fail.
Very good, Becky. So, now he has to beg for his mother's forgiveness. That little movie he wants to make, I just put that baby in turnaround.
You're genius. I'm so sorry.
Oh, rest assured I'll do anything to protect you.
I know, shouldn't doubt you.
So, if Susan's okay, maybe we can kind of start the night over.
Right, let's do it. Let's start night over.
Starting over. Great. So, Becky, what do you do in Providence? Did you go to Brown's?
I actually did go to Brown briefly, but I dropped out.
So that makes you smart, but lazy.
Max.
It's okay. I got into Brown because I live in Rhode Island.
That's so not true. You're super smart. You weren't just a regional code
So you're actually from here. Congratulations on losing your accent.
We moved here when I was 11. I was born in North Carolina, actually.
Well, my congratulations, Ho. That's a pretty fucking awful accent, too.
Right, thanks.
Wait. Tell her that story.
What story?
The bubble.
Andrew's heard it.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, Becky has it. You gotta hear this.
Okay, so I work with a lot of kids at clinic. I'm a grad student in psychology, and we do this intern interviews on
I
how
hate how women tell stories. Susie interviewing this kid, and the kid says,
"What's that blah blah?" And I'm reading all these amazing cases where therapists were like Sherlock Holmes, cracking the code and saving the day.
Mother of fucking God, get to the point. Where's the bubble?
So, I wrote it down to analyze later. And she yelled at me, "What's that fucking blah blah?" And I feared that. A secretary was just hitting a wall. I poked my head out of the door, and the secretary said that...
Give us some water.
Water. Bubbler is bubbler, which is the Rhode Islanders for water fountain.
So, did you give her some water?
Yes, I gave some water, but she threw it at me. And then I started to get it.
Please don't tell me you drew some fancy conclusion from a kid throwing water.
It wasn't fancy, but it just
But it gave you this amazing clue. You could see that.
Amazing clue?
Jesus, Max, let Becky talk.
It just seems like she got angry because she wasn't being heard. She didn't ask you for water. She asked you where the bubbler was. You weren't listening to her.
Well...
This is such horseshit.
It's not horseshit. The kids at that clinic have some pretty serious problems.
I never said it didn't, Andrew.
Not that the story isn't amusing out of context. I get that.
We should drop it anyway. Max has his own personal bias against psychotherapy.
Can't be personal. I've never been in therapy.
I know. Say that a little louder. Okay, Becky missed it.
Becky, I have never been in therapy.
I have.
So, did it cure you for whatever problem that brought you there?
I just went a few times for a few different issues.
So, to recap, you drop out of college, you're not on speaking terms with your family, and you have no money. Sounds like the therapy didn't work.
Max.
How did you know? You didn't see me before I went.
Ooh, she told you.
She definitely did tell me. Anything else you want to reveal here? STDs, felony convictions?
I just have mistakes, family stuff. Don't we all have that? Don't you?
No. I led an wholly unblemished and exemplary life. I do, however, own up to being hungry.
Hungry? Yeah, I feel that too. Do you know what you're hungry for?
Tonight, I'm thinking about lasagna. Can we get out of here?
Don't kill me.
Oh, no.
I want to talk to my mom.
Susan is fine.
I want to call her and provoke her. If she fights with me, then I know she's okay. Give me a pass tonight, Andrew can go.
You know what? The vibe I'm feeling here is maybe you two go for dinner. Susie and I will just veg out here. Does it sound too weird and awkward?
No, it's fine. If it's okay with Max, I mean.
We don't need you to have fun. Fuck you two. We're out of here.
Have fun and be safe.
You know where you're going?
I have no idea. My date lives here, right? She knows restaurants.
I do. I mean, I don't eat out ever, but
Of course you don't. Kidding, kidding. Did you put any thoughts at all in this evening, or there's a Zach New England can throw me on my way out?
I know, I'm sorry. Andrew, give him that Federal Hill map.
I don't need maps, I need recommendations.
It's a map with recommendations. It comes in your brown orientation materials. That's a really good idea. Why don't I show you the good...
So, what happened to her? The girl?
The girl?
The bubbler girl.
Oh, I don't know. I only saw her that one time.
Why?
I think she was a eval. We do a lot of evaluations for public school system.
That must be very hard.
Which part? It's all hard.
Seeing each other only once, for me, that would be very hard.
Just have fun, you know?
Fun? Andrew here has given me a list of restaurants so exceptional one must book in advance for commencement and campus dance.
That just means they're expensive.
I circled the ones that aren't like weird and fuzzy.
Andrew here is incredibly nervous. Tell him you're okay, you're gonna have fun.
I'm okay, and I'm going to have fun. Something bad happened on my date with Max. Something happened, and Max and I...
Becky, here you go. So, Susie's trying to play it cool. Knock out Max 48 hours after your date. But you know, she's like twitching to make the call.
Andrew, something happened on my date with Max.
Yeah?
We were robbed. We were robbed with a gun.
Robbed? Where?
We went to a decanter for a nightcap, and I feel so stupid.
Why?
I've never been there. You say it was cool, so I say it was cool. Jesus, I hate myself.
Wait, a stranger robbed you, right? But why would you hate yourself?
We parked too far away, and it's a bad area.
It's not bad.
It's bad, Andrew. A man came out to us with a gun, and we gave him our wallets, but neither of us had much cash, so Max said we should walk back to a car.
Wait, did the guy ask for more, or did Max volunteer? I'm rich. I have money in my car.
He volunteered.
That's really stupid.
There was a gun pointed at us, and he was trying to keep us alive.
I'm sorry.
I had a gun held on me while Max went to a car. Andrew, I thought I was going to die. And Max gave him $200 and a camera. Then he left.
He left? He didn't hurt you? Rape you?
No, oh my God, don't even say that.
So you're okay?
No, I'm not okay.
I just mean, thank God you weren't hurt.
Don't say I'm not hurt.
Of course. Becky, what can I do?
Can you give me a hug? Would that be okay?
Oh my God, yes. Here. What? You're trembling.
I feel like a leaf. I'm alone. There's not enough of me. I just get blown around and torn up. And I'm trying, but I can't make it stop. Do you know what I mean?
I can't even imagine. You should talk to someone. You have a therapist, right?
I haven't seen her in years, and my parents helped me to pay for that. Now they're not speaking to me. I'm uninsured and completely broke.
Just tell her you need a few sessions, but you can pay right away.
A few sessions? That's like $800. I can't afford maple syrup at lunch, and I'm eating peanut butter sandwiches every day. I'm sorry, I've made a mess of my life. It's not your problem. No one in my family speaks to me, you know.
I know. I don't know why, but I'm sure they're the problem, not you.
You don't know the whole story. We should get back to work.
Let me call Susie and get the name of a clinic that has a sliding scale.
No.
It's no problem.
No, Andrew, I don't want ghetto therapy.
Okay. What can I do?
Max and I haven't spoken since that night. And he's the only person who knows what I'm feeling, but he's not returning my calls.
Maybe he lost his cell phone. He hasn't called Susie either.
It didn't happen to Susie. It happened to me. He should call me.
He should. You're right. Susie can make that happen.
Tonight? I want it to happen tonight.
Okay, tonight. She'll make it happen tonight.
I just figured I should drive up here, see things over face to face before it got any worse.
Your husband's a dick.
Just asked you to call Becky. Why are you being so weird?
I'm weird because I won't call her?
Well, yes. This is all really weird, Max.
Are you the police? Are you in a position to get my camera back?
You need support. Look, I know from my work that men can experience shame after they are victimized.
Oh, no.
Don't cut me off. Both times, your father got arrested. I beg you.
My father's not in trouble anymore.
Well, that's good, but God, Max, why don't you call me when you're hurting?
It's not hurt, it's frustration.
Fine. Talk to me about it. We're friends.
My frustration is with you.
With me?
Yes! My father's a white-collar criminal. He's an unrepentant repeat offender. Between my father stealing and your father squandering, it's amazing how I still have any time or any money for myself. When you force me to talk about things that makes me unhappy, you pollute my leisure time. You become part of the fucking problem.
Okay, I respect that.
How about your steak and shit favor drop the subject?
Great. First, will you please call Becky?
No.
It's one phone call. Why don't you just
Why?
call?
Because it's my choice. It's like you marrying Andrew. Friends don't have to agree with each other's choices, but they do have to respect them.
Okay, let's do this. You're angry at me marrying Andrew, and I don't understand why.
I'm not angry. I think that you should console me first before you flew to Vegas and marry Ski Buddy.
Whoa, you really are angry. Is it because we slept together that one time?
Whoa.
I knew it. You can't say sex won't change anything. It always does.
Not always. When you know that person with 25 feared it, yes.
You said it wouldn't change anything.
Sex makes men territorial. Forget it. It's not rational.
Let's call it what it is, okay? We opened the door. After 2 decades, we opened the door and neither of us walked through it.
Well, I turned around. You had a husband in the fucking doorway.
That's months later. You started dating Kristoff before Andrew and I.
After we... Were you waiting for me to walk through the door? It's not James Austen's England, Susie. You could have walked through it too.
Right. We both could have done it, and neither of us did. So I guess there's our answer.
Okay.
There's our answer. We love each other, but not in a way Andrew and I...
Fuck Andrew. He's way out of line calling me at work.
You're angry because Andrew called you at work?
I'm angry because you two morons put me in this position.
Max, we didn't rob you.
Fuck the robbery. It's an unevent. I'm over it.
Well, Becky's not over it.
Clearly. She's been calling me all weekend.
She had a gun pointed at her. It's romantic.
For her, maybe. Not for me.
Max, that's insane.
No, my reaction is not insane. In life, I'm going to do this visually for you because I know you can't do math. This wall here is your perfect life. You and everybody you know living happy lives until you die of old age in each other's arms.
No one has that life.
Shut up, I'm still talking. That wall right there is as bad as it gets. What's that wall for you?
You know what it is, Max. The underground sex torture dungeon?
What? Consider these two walls and the points in between. Chairs, tables, lamps, phones. Being all variety of life shit in between torture and dungeon and happy all the time. Where on this trajectory would you place a 3-minute hold up no one gets hurt?
Max, it's not fair.
It's fair, Suzanna. You and I have been through hell with our parents. Cancer, MS, jail, death. Whatever to beckon to me doesn't even rank.
Safe. For the sake of the argument, you're right. What does it cost to talk to her?
I don't want to, and I don't have to.
Okay, forget responsibility. What about kindness?
Why me? Where are all her fucking friends?
She wants to talk to you because you were there.
Oh, that I don't believe.
What do you think the reason is?
She wants to have a relationship with me.
Really? After one date?
Look at her life. Look at the dress she wore that night. You fix me up with desperate women.
She's desperate because she wore a dress?
She's a 35-year-old office temp with no money, no friends, no relationship, no family. How the fuck could you set me up with that?
Wait, you think I set you up with someone who isn't good enough for you?
I don't think that. That's a fact.
Max, she's good looking and
She's a sad person, Suzanna.
So? I've been sad. Did it make me undesirable?
Romantic relationships are pairing equals. That woman is not my equal.
Please call her, Max.
What the fuck do you care? You met this girl once?
I'll give her the script. Just tell her that this experience, the hold up, has shown you that you're not emotionally available enough to be in a relationship. Let her talk her experience. Wish her well. It's over.
None of that's true.
No, but it's merciful. Sometimes lying is the most human thing you can do.
I'll think about it.
I'm sorry. I've heard this weird noise, and since I hold up, I'm just...
It's totally okay.
But to make you come running over here, Suzanna must hate me.
No, it's good I got out of the house. She's studying.
Please thank her for speaking with Max on my behalf.
Not that it helped.
What did he say exactly?
A lot of bullshit that has nothing to do with you.
Really? If he thinks I'm a loser, I can take it. It's just the silence that's so awful.
It's not that.
So, what is it?
I think he just can't deal with what happened. He's emotionally a very stunted man.
Then why did you set me up with him?
I'd met him twice before that night. I trusted Susie.
Max wasn't at your wedding?
No, we got married kind of fast, in Las Vegas.
Why so fast?
It was just a really intense time.
How was it intense?
Susie's life is just... It was seriously the most epic, Faulknerian chaos I've ever encountered outside a fictional paradigm. Did I just sound like a total tool?
No, I understand.
Susie's dad just died. We met on a ski trip, and she was so sad. She wore this red parka, you know, and she looked so small against these white, huge mountains. I would look at her and think, I shouldn't tell you, it's weird.
Tell me.
I would look at her and think, she's like blood on the snow. Her sadness is wrong, and I want to fix it.
I don't think it's weird. You're falling in love.
Sure feel like it. It would make more sense if you knew her then. She was really different. More delicate.
Suzanna, it's hard to imagine.
I know. She's so much healthier now.
She's lucky she found you.
Look, I want to apologize. Susie's blind to Max's flaws, but
But he takes good care of her.
Well, they're family. And on paper, Max looks great. He's rich, charismatic, looking to settle down.
He's looking to settle down, he said that?
Well, he told Susie, you know. I'm 36. I'm ready to, I guess, be open.
Wow. I kind of wish you hadn't told me that.
Saying it is one thing. He's never gonna do it.
Wait, you fixed me up with someone you think is never going to settle down.
No, that wasn't what.
He said he wants to settle down and commit, right? You're just trying to save my feelings by lying.
I'm not lying. I just found out. Look, Susie wasn't studying when you called. We were fighting because she said Max is a short timer.
What's a short timer?
It's a Vietnam War term. It means guys who go into combat for short stints but don't stay. Apparently, Max only dates women for like 3 months.
Oh.
And I didn't know until tonight. She said it, and I flipped.
She should have told you.
I know. And I wasn't going to tell you, but you got so upset with the Max settling down thing.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. Andrew, it hurts.
You know what? Tell me what hurts.
I had a gun pointed at me.
So it's the gun.
He was black, and that hurts me. I was hurt very badly twice. It's why I don't talk to my parents.
A black man hurt you? It's okay. It's okay. Tell me how he hurt you.
When I was a freshman at Brown, I met a guy who really liked me. He was black. So my parents say, you know, it's him or it's us. Choose.
Are you serious?
And I couldn't face losing my family, so I ended with Stay Fun. And I learned after I let him go that he had truly loved me, and my parents didn't. I wanted to go backwards, but he wouldn't. I had kind of a breakdown, and I got a scholarship, and I lost it.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Then last year, I was working at a law firm, and I became involved with one of the lawyers who is black. So I told him if I committed to him, I would lose my family, so he had to be very sure he wanted me.
He wasn't sure.
No, he was. So I cut ties with my family. I moved into his house. He had a house on the water in Cranston. I was happy, and he changed his mind.
Oh, shit.
I've been having this terrible racist feeling since I hold up. And I've been thinking that black men have ruined my life, and I can't say it.
Say it. Say anything. I told you my blood on the snow thing. Come on.
Walking to the bus, I get pictures in my mind of black men being tortured. Oh my God, I fucking hate myself.
Becky, you had a trauma. You were allowed to feel some crazy shit for a while. And you're not gonna act on these thoughts, right? You're small, but you're intense.
Don't say I'm intense. Jason said that when he left me.
It's not a bad thing.
Yes, it is. Men don't want an intense woman.
Yeah, we do.
You think you do, but you don't. Jason left me. You're fighting with Suzanna?
We'll get past it. Look, intensity is a good thing. It means you can love. It's only a matter of, how you channel it.
I could see where Suzanna might lash out, and that would be much healthier.
Healthier for her, maybe.
Sometimes the fascinacy isn't enough. And I think about cutting myself with a knife.
Then we have to go to the hospital tonight.
I don't have insurance.
I don't care. If you want to hurt yourself, I have to protect you.
I feel safe with you. It's wonderful to feel safe.
Do you have any girlfriends you could call? Maybe calling them is a good idea.
Last time when I moved in with Jason.
Wow, your friends are all racist.
They weren't racist at all. Jason made me happy, and happiness made me mean to women, not to Jason.
What did you do?
Dump them. The all-female table at the bar. Women drinking fucking Midori sours pretend to like each other while they scam for men.
God, I can't stand women like that.
But I'm the woman like that. I got a boyfriend, and I dumped all my friends. Maybe this is my punishment,
The hold up?
No, this. Back to the studio apartment and secretary table at happy hour. If not for the hold up, Andrew, I think Max and I think it could have worked.
No.
You're an honest person. When you told me Max was coarse on the outside and rich inside, Andrew, I saw that in him.
No, Becky. Forget it. Forget him.
Andrew, we slept together.
So he did call you?
No, I'm so embarrassed. We slept together that night.
After the robbery?
After the police station. We wanted some drinks to calm down, but nothing was open, so we went to his hotel.
You went to Boston?
No, he had rented a room here for that night.
He rented a room in advance? Are you kidding me?
We had some drinks and it turned kind of bad.
Did he hurt you?
Not sexually. He just wouldn't let me stay overnight.
But what?
He gave me cab fare.
Cab fare?
I told him that I wouldn't want to be alone after what had happened, and he offered me his credit card to get my own room in the hotel.
Let me get this straight. He fucked you and...
Please don't say that!
He had sex with you, he kicked you out of his bed, and he offered you money.
Not for sex, but for a hotel or a cab. In his way, he's taking care of me.
No, Becky. He's sick. Listen, I will take care of you. You're never to contact him again. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Yes.
You shouldn't have slept with her.
She initiated
I don't care. You knew you don't want to see her in the future, and she's just being held up with a gun.
She initiated
I
it.
don't care. It was selfish and sleazy.
She grabbed me like this. She said, I needed this.
You kicked her out of bed afterwards.
Oh, come on. I didn't stay in your bed after we did it. I have sleep disorder.
No, Max. You have an intimacy issue that you pay a doctor to call a sleep disorder.
Are you my doctor? Have you seen my sleep
Oh,
study?
fuck your sleep study. Having sex and then leaving or kicking out is degrading. You need to take some sleeping pills.
You think I never tried them? They give me hangovers.
Love, Max, is worth the hangover.
Do you understand the pressure of my job? I'm not a barista, poet, secretary boy like Andrew. I control people's money. I can't be off my games.
So clients matter and your women don't?
If you ask me if I would jeopardize people's life saving because a woman need a cuddle, the answer is no.
Call Becky Shaw. Call her right now.
No.
She said she's suicidal. Andrew's afraid to leave her alone, and I barely see him since this
That's
happened.
Andrew's bad, not mine. You pulled that suicidal bullshit with me. I didn't come running.
Has me marry Andrew and not you.
Say what you want, but give me credit. I cured you. And I did it by enabling to refuse that Sylvia Plath culture
You
bullshit.
cured me? No. Meeting Andrew cured me.
Yeah? Well, you met Andrew because I kicked your ass. I kicked your ass off that butt to the fucking skiing trip.
And I'm so grateful. Are you trying to torpedo my marriage? If you are, please stop.
Jesus, Suzanna, you let a crazy woman into your life. You let her into mine. How am I supposed to be a bad guy?
Because you won't help me. That's what loving someone is, Max. It's doing stuff you don't want to do. It's staying in bed all night. It's listening when you can't help. And right now, today this minute, it's calling Becky fucking Shaw so I can get my husband back.
Okay, calm down. Go back to Providence. A car.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
I'm gonna give you some advice. Your husband is on the fucking Red Cross. Last time you started consoling a cute suicidal chick, he married her. He hears, I want to hurt myself like a fucking mating call.
No.
Yes.
Just make her go away.
understand your reluctance to see me. What happened on our first date? It is so crazy.
It certainly was.
Did Detective Hogan call you too?
He may have. I think I told you I'm opening a Boston office for my company. So there's a stack of messages I haven't read through yet. Your message, however, I did receive. I apologize for not returning your calls. This is a very busy time.
I'm sure.
But I've made time to talk about whatever you're thinking to talk about to put this event behind you.
I gather from Andrew you feel it already is behind you. Hold up.
I do.
It's been upsetting for me.
Of course.
No, I want to apologize. It was very pushy, calling all the time, and I regret that. I really do.
Apology accepted.
I'm in the same place you're now. I just feel I can be past it and move on.
Great.
Our next day should be like a daytime visit to a zoo. I don't know, something completely not dangerous.
My feeling about all of this, Becky, we were interrupted. This interrupted a normal dating process? Chalk it out to my personal feeling, but I don't think we can get past that. It's just not gonna work.
Wow. Okay. You're saying, if not for a robbery, you would have wanted to see me again?
Not exactly that.
I wonder if this was the reason you weren't calling me. If you're embarrassed about how you acted during a hold-up, it shouldn't be.
Embarrassed?
You were scared, so was I. If you're running from me, my feelings for you only deepen by that glimpse into vulnerability.
Becky, you're not understanding me.
And I want to. Max, the detective told me, and I'm sure he told you too, that I shouldn't let the perpetrator took.
Now wait.
No, hear me out. If you're embarrassed about that, I want you to know that I was there and the detective wasn't.
Right, so...
I totally understand why you feel a robbery ruined our chance, but it doesn't have to. I'm over it now, and I don't need to ever mention it again.
I didn't say the robbery ruined our chance.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yes, I did say that. But that's because Suzanna told me to. The truth is, Becky, I don't think we're a good match.
Because the robbery is clouding your feelings.
I knew it before the robbery.
Can I ask when?
At the restaurant.
So, you slept with me knowing I wasn't your match.
I'm sorry if I misread your signals.
Can you tell me why you decided that?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
No, I'm not angry. I just want to know what I did.
Jesus, I'm allowed to not be interested. I don't owe any explanations.
I just want to know what it's about me so in the future I can correct
This!
it.
I didn't return your calls. Any normal person would have known.
But you say you knew at a restaurant, so what did I do?
This! You forced people to hurt you.
I made you feel you hurt me. Is that it? You don't want to be with a woman who you feel you hurt?
Would you want to be with a man you think you're hurt?
Then that's love, isn't it? Anything that matters carries the potential for hurt.
Love, Becky? We had one date.
I gave you power prematurely. Is that it?
I don't want to do this.
It doesn't hurt me. It helps. Please sit for a second. I took some wrong turns, Max, and I changed. See, when I was in college,
I don't care. I'm sorry, but this is starting to feel like the second date I don't want to have.
Okay. I just wanted you to know that I'm not always like this. I just feel I can get back to being myself, my good self, if I'm really fearless and examining.
Great. Do that with a therapist, not me.
Okay. Just one last question.
No.
Just as a favor.
I don't owe you any favors.
Then, I don't owe you any either, right?
Are you threatening me?
I'm not good enough to date, but I'm good enough to fuck and to be trusted with the confidence that would not like me to betray. At the police station, I said, you have to call Suzanna, she's your family, and you said, she's not family, I don't fuck family. Andrew doesn't know.
You fraud.
Stop it, you're hurting me!
You care and you understand, as long as you get what you want. You just turned from trying to date me and blackmailing me in 3 minutes. You're a scary person, Becky, and I know it the moment I met you.
Then you shouldn't have fucked me. If I was that person you just described, then I should have screamed by now and had you arrested for assault. Let go of my arm and walk away.
Max assaulted her in a cafe full of people? I don't believe that.
Assault is my word, but anytime a man raises his hand...
Assault is your word. What's Becky's word?
He grabs her forearm, Suzanna.
He grasped her forearm. You left work. You make me leave work. Just because Max grasped her forearm?
It is never acceptable for a man to dominate a woman by force.
Agreed. But it said it was an emergency.
This is an emergency.
No, it isn't. Look, you know, I found your radical fiancé an incredible turn-on.
This is not a joke.
Yeah, I know that. But I just walked out on a patient who has actual real problems. In the future, a forearm grab is not an emergency.
Max assaulted my friend, Suzanna. He's out of our lives.
Out? He's out of your lives, maybe.
You want me to be a man and make the decisions in this marriage? I just made one. You, Max, done.
You know what? Fuck you, Andrew. Here's your reality check. What Max is guilty of is fuck and run.
No.
It's not very nice, but it's also not a war crime. He blew her off. He didn't strangle her cat.
Jesus! Why do you and Max have to use such violent examples to make your points?
Because we have some fucking perspective on life. Becky needs to get over it, and you need to stop this Sir Lancelot bullshit. You have spare time to manufacture drama when none exists. Put that in your writing and get it published so we can keep our apartment.
Jesus. I feel like I don't know you.
Why?
When I met you, your mom and Max were telling you to get over your dad's death. I listened and I cared.
Right. Your love healed me, but Becky needs to find her own savior. She can't have mine.
She doesn't have anyone else.
That was not our fault.
Her pain is our fault. You knew Max's record with women. Fixing him up with her was thoughtless.
I have apologized. What more can I do?
You've done enough. It's up to me now. I can't abandon this woman when she's drowning.
Right. You saved her, and you abandoned her. That's what you do, right? You anorexic girlfriend gained 10 pounds. You married me.
You want to tell yourself I'm turned off by you getting healthy? Go ahead. I'm not turned off by your health. I'm turned off by your character.
My character?
Max treated Becky like garbage from the moment she walked in that door. And I watched her that night. You didn't care then, and you don't care now. Your lack of compassion for her is incredibly unattractive.
I do care, Andrew, but just...
what? How could you fix Max up with her? How could you fix him up with anyone?
Max is a good man, just because...
Are you kidding me? Fine. You know what? We've reached an impasse on this Max thing. I'm gonna stay with friends for a couple days.
Why?
I need to think.
Think about us? Oh, no. No, Andrew. Listen to me. When I married you, I married up. I married a better person than I am. I love that you want to help Becky. I love that you don't think the Bubba story is funny, and I love that pornography makes you cry. You're good. Like, my dad was good.
Your dad was a dishonest, irresponsible alcoholic. Jesus, Suzanna, your dad was good. Max is good. Here's a reality check for you. Loving Suzanna is not the sole criteria for goodness.
Wait! I need to tell something. Max doesn't know about this, and you can never tell him. My father bought Max from his father.
What do you mean he bought him?
My father gave his father a lot of money not to send him away when Max's mom died. His father was gonna send him to some great aunt in Texas, and my father said no. He knew it would kill Max. It would break his heart. So he bought him. My father was good like you, see? Max wasn't his problem, but he just couldn't walk away. Like you and Becky's goodness. You don't have feelings for her, do you? Oh, no.
Our problem is not Becky. Let's talk in a few days. I think it would be good for you to do some thinking too.
Your mother's sleeping. I think we should get our story straight before she wakes up.
I'm gonna tell her the truth. Andrew and I fixed it up with the woman, and you made her attempt suicide.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. That's why my husband isn't here with me.
First of all, she did not attempt suicide. She cut herself. If it was serious, she'd be hospitalized. But she isn't. She's home convalescing with your husband. He should be here. This shit you're about to face, it's much more serious than a cut on your arm.
If we can't get Lester out of jail before Monday, my mom will freak out.
She should freak out. Lester could go to prison, Suzanna. If he was doing what they said, it's mail fraud. That's big.
Not as big as cutting yourself, apparently.
Well, that's life and you know it. Two kinds of trouble in life.
I don't want a two kinds of trouble speech right now.
Yeah? But you need it. Two kinds of trouble. Sexy, not sexy. Your mother's chronic degenerative illness, not sexy. Pretty girls with knife, sexy. People like me showing up with their trouble is not sexy. Indie rock writer, boys.
I thought the crime and jail was in sexy category.
Not when it's mail fraud. If Lester had shot somebody, your husband would be here right now.
Are you sure what Becky did isn't serious?
She cut herself as teenager shit. You remember when I told you when I wanted to do it?
Yes.
You're too old for it. Cutting yourself over the age of 18 is just embarrassing. Everyone at the ER would laugh at you.
You're hurt, Max.
Well, it worked. You never did it, did you?
No, I didn't. Hi, Mama. Did we wake you?
Yes, you did. Where's Andrew?
Andrew has an old coworker who tried to, suicide. He's helping her.
He's an affair and you've separated. I'm sorry.
No! Jesus, Mom.
Max, what is our plan? Lester needs a very good lawyer, and obviously I don't know anyone.
Are we allowed to talk about, what he did?
He didn't do anything. Now, I'd like to hear the plan.
I have 3 names of lawyers who has expertise in this area.
Have you called them?
It's Saturday. I only have office numbers.
Use a LexisNexis account. Get their own numbers.
Okay, fine.
Don't let your pride cloud your judgment.
Excuse me?
If you need money to leave your husband, ask Max for a loan.
I'm not leaving my husband.
No one respects a woman who forgives infidelity. It kept Hillary Clinton from becoming president.
Oh, Andrew's not cheating on me. we fixed one of his coworkers up with Max, and the day went badly, she freaked out.
Did Max rape her?
Of course it did not rape her. Are you insane?
Why does someone attempt suicide after a bad day?
Forget it. The point is, Andrew has the decency to face the problem. Max doesn't.
Well, it's very gallant of Andrew. It's a good thing Max was available to take care of us.
I don't want to talk about this. Wait a second. You're telling me that one sexual indiscretion married divorce, but you allowed—
Listen to me. This business about your father being a homosexual, it's absurd. It's Max fabricating in order to dominate and control.
Whoa, that's not at all where I was going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
You tell me to divorce Andrew of an affair, but you let Lester lie and get arrested. Why should I have to play by different rules than you?
Well, I don't have assets now, do I? A relationship, it's a deal between equals. It's a mutually advantageous bargain.
Oh my God, teach Max that?
I'm sick. Money's my only asset.
You don't really believe that?
Well, I just got screamed at for interrupting a dinner, but we got his lawyer.
Oh, Max, thank God for you. You never fail me.
I'm gonna go meet him, bring him up to speed. You ladies wanna come? No. Of course you don't. So, I'll be back.
Mom, the stuff about that, that's really messed up my head. Why are you giving me that exasperation look?
Please, I love Max like a son, but he's a power monger and a liar.
Max made it up? That wasn't gay?
The important point is this. Since you were very young, Max has lied and manipulated to foster your dependence.
Max doesn't manipulate me.
Oh, Susanna, don't be dense.
Not when we were kids.
Oh, please. When Max moved in with us, he knew he was not to watch our movies. More importantly, he knew you couldn't handle those movies. All those nights we let you to sleep in the den, your sleeping bags. He orchestrated that. He showed you those vile, horrible movies until you were afraid to sleep alone.
No, Max loves me.
Exactly. That's why he hobbled you so you couldn't stray.
If you saw Max trying to hobble me, why didn't you stop him?
We knew you could never take care of yourself. We saw in Max's devotion a kind of security.
Okay. Whoa. So, Max telling me Dad was gay, that was like to hobble me?
Probably. Yoshi had a strange adoration for your father. It's possible he made some overture. Whether or not your father had reciprocal feelings, I have no idea.
No idea? You were married to him.
We are different generations, Susanna.
Meaning?
Meaning, your father and I allowed for pockets of mystery in our marriage, and I would advise you to do the same.
Pockets of mystery. Sounds like code for gay.
Oh, was he gay? Perhaps. Did he have affairs with men? No. Your father was deeply moral and would never have broken his vows. Also, he was not a sexual person.
Every human is sexual, Mom.
Not true. Sexuality is like intelligence. We're all born with different endowments. Some people are retarded and they eat paint. Others split atoms and write symphonies.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Susanna. When Max told me this about your father and Yoshi, it was like someone telling me the Mongoloid backs my grocery have found a cancer cure. I have to allow for the possibilities while remaining exceedingly dubious.
Oh God, I'm really confused.
He's gone. What does it matter?
If it's true, it means I didn't really know him. And I thought we were so close.
You were very close. There are pockets of privacy within closeness. That's as it should be. My advice to you... Never mind. You don't want it.
I do want it.
Your generation is fixated on intimacy. That's why your marriages don't last. You think marriage and family require absolute honesty. They do not.
Can you truly know someone when they're lying to you?
Why do you have to truly know them? Why?
Because that's love?
It's a prescription for misery. It's like those television commercials where they take a microscope into a kitchen and show you a lot of germs the naked eye can't see. It's stupid. If you look hard enough into anything, anyone, you will be revolted by what you see.
You think if you know Dad, you'll be revolted by him?
By his weakness, yes. If you're gay, be gay. Have some guts. Now, you'll never hear me buy into any of this New Age nonsense about my illness being a gift. It has ruined my life, and I hate it. But it was a gift to me in this one respect. It meant I couldn't leave my marriage.
If you had had MS, you would have left?
I would have felt I could do better than your father, and I would have been wrong.
I think I'm revolted by Max. But if I were to lose him, I'm afraid I wouldn't survive. But how is that possible? I can't live without him, but I don't want him.
The heart wants what the heart wants. I want Lester with the ferocity you can't imagine. I see his flaws.
Max isn't good, Mom. Max isn't good. And Andrew is.
Be careful chasing after goodness. Goodness and incompetence too often go hand in man. Your father's financial irresponsibility, it's unforgivable, really.
Andrew's not incompetent.
He scribbles and brews coffee. If he's not going to pull his weight financially, he must love and care for his space to compensate.
He does.
He isn't here, Susanna. And Max is. What would you have done if not for Max? What would I have done?
I would have driven down here and handled this.
You would have done a good job.
I think that's awful for Ma to say.
It's the truth. There's power in knowing where you stand.
Mom.
I told Max he had to get rich if he wanted women to swoon. And you see, he followed my advice.
Well done, Mom. Now it's an emotional cripple. Don't tell him we'll talk about this.
I had no choice, Susanna. I promised at the hospital I'd take care of her, but I wanted to be here. Hi, Susan. I'm sorry about Lester. This is my friend, Becky.
Andrew is helping me. I hope it's okay he brought me.
Well, you're here now. Okay, or not come in.
Where's Max?
Max is meeting with our lawyer. He has the situation in hand, and I'm very relieved.
That's great.
What did you do to your arm?
Oh, this... I cut it. I should maybe actually change the bandage.
I'll show you a bathroom.
Maybe I should... I was at the hospital, so...
I raised 2 children, Andrew. I can supervise changing a Band-Aid. Come on.
There's no choice for me, Susanna. She has no health insurance. The only way that let her leave was if I promised to be responsible.
I'm so glad you're here.
Of course I'm here. Are you freaking out?
About Lester?
About your dad. It's the anniversary.
You remembered. Andrew, I don't want to lose you to Becky. I can be a better person. I want to be.
I don't want to be with Becky.
You don't? Really?
No. I think I led her on, and I'm afraid she'll do something if I walk away.
Did you sleep with her?
No, I wouldn't do that.
But you wanted to. No, don't answer that.
I can do better, too. What he said about me, that I save women and then abandon them, I don't want to be that guy. I want this marriage.
Good enough for me. What should we do about Becky?
I don't know. The whole ride down here, I'm thinking. And I have no idea.
10 hours of thinking, and you have no idea? Do you have human waste in your cranium where brain should be?
Suzanna, I'll get back in that car.
Don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I can do this. I can be a decider. We'll get Becky our therapist, and we'll loan her. Oh, fuck. We'll give her the money. We can see her together, but you can't be with her alone outside of work. I think to make this marriage work, we have been it full-time, you know?
I think it's fair. I think the same should apply to you and Max.
That's different. Just because you don't like him?
It's more than that. Stop pulling this "he's my brother" crap. I know there's more there.
There isn't more there.
That's a lie, Suzanna. You want this marriage work? The two of you need to stop.
Can I still have my phone time?
I wish you didn't need it, but I guess so. Okay.
But I can't see him anymore.
I think same rules for me as for you. You can see Max with me. I better go check on Becky. This agreement, we should tell them today.
What the fuck is going on?
Were you watching the house?
Did he bring her here? I'll kill him.
He had to bring her. She's on suicide watch.
Get her out of here now.
Don't give me orders, Max.
I'm taking care of your mother. I'm spending time I do not
You
have.
can leave. I can handle this. You got a lawyer. Andrew's here. You can go.
No. I used my good name to get us a lawyer. I'm not gonna turn her over to your indie rock boy toy.
He's my husband, Max. And this is permanent.
Why are you looking at me like you're breaking up with me?
Max, stuff is gonna have to change with this.
What stuff?
Andrew and I just made an agreement. He can't be with Becky alone, and I can't be with you alone.
What?
It's not appropriate for us to be emotionally intimate when I'm married to Andrew.
Emotionally intimate? According to you, I'm not capable of that.
We can still talk on the phone, but we can't be alone. It just gets too blurry.
This is because of Becky.
Not entirely.
It is. God, I fucking hate that woman. He's not getting a relationship has to change?
Yes.
How? How does a 25-year friendship change with her?
Up until this, I had doubts. I thought maybe we should be together. But now I don't have them. Doubts.
If you don't have doubts anymore, then why are we blurry? I'll rephrase the questions. What are your doubts about me?
You have always had an ability to tune out other people's pain when it inconveniences you.
Excuse me?
Not mine. You have always been there for me and for my parents. But I'm talking about other people. Iraq is not your problem. Becky is not your problem.
That's right, they're not. And I make no apology. Unless you're Gandhi or Jesus, you have a limited sphere of responsibility. You have a plot of land, and the definition of moral life is tending that plot of land.
You need new material. I hope this plot of land speech.
Becky Shaw is not on my plot of land. You are. And I tend my plot. I will always tend my plot.
You make me sound like obligation. Am I more than that to you?
Yes. If you don't want you on my plot, I'll rip you out and compost you. I want you on my plot. Bring Becky in here. I'll apologize. We put this behind us.
It's not that simple.
I'll apologize. I'll pay your damages, whatever you need. I want to erase from my life.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, Max. You erase people. That's wrong.
Give me another example. Aside from the war and Becky, how do I erase people?
You watch pornography.
What? You watch it too?
But I feel guilty about it, and you don't.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna lose you because I don't feel guilty when I watch porn?
Pornography makes Andrew cry.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
I don't think it is.
Does pornography makes you cry?
No. But it should. And I wish it did.
This is completely insane. You cannot tell me.
Susan really wants to go to Lester's visiting hours, so... Hi, Max.
Okay, can you just give us one?
Oh, sure. Sure.
Why don't you go back to Boston, and we'll talk in a few days.
I can't, I'm busy.
Max.
I have a very full schedule between laughing at rape videos and staring at the troops.
That's not fair.
No, this isn't fair. Anything you want to say, you better say now.
Today it's Saturday, right? It's the 3rd?
I don't fucking... Yes, it's the 3rd. Anything else you want to know before you wash your hands off me? The weather? Stock quotes? Horoscope?
I don't want to wash my hands off you.
You just did.
I want to go to the prison, and I want to go now.
It's not a prison, Suzan. It's a jail.
You can call it whatever you like if you drive me there.
Okay, everybody listen up. Max feels that he needs to stay here because he initiated contact with the attorney. Andrew and Becky and I are going back to Providence.
You have a responsibility here.
I'm aware of that, but Andrew and I just set some new boundary for our marriage, and he's not allowed to spend 10 hours in the car alone with Becky.
I feel like I've caused so much trouble for you, and I just wanted
You have, actually, so that's it. Let's go.
Becky.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll take a train.
When we get back to Providence, Susie and I are gonna help you.
This is incredibly painful for me to get back in the car with the two of you.
You're right. I think the train is a great idea. Susie.
Look into it.
I'll do that.
You're gonna be okay.
Becky and I had a conversation. She knows what needs to be done.
I'd like to screen any recommendations my mother...
Yeah, it was good advice. I need to get back in school. I do.
The story about the black boyfriends and the racist parents. Write that up and reapply to Brown. You'll get in. You may have been very victimized in your life. You may be a complete con artist. I don't know. My sense is to fall somewhere in the middle. Truth or con? It's unattractive. We paid a job. We do not fall in love with it.
Mom, that's... Don't, please.
It's okay. I'm not afraid of the truth.
Learn to lie. When someone with damage, as we have damage, courts a lover, we must be like the pedophile with the candy. Lure with the candy, no matter how frightful, the nature and your intent.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You're a beautiful woman. The only thing broken about you is your timing.
I had a chance with Max, didn't I?
We don't look back. We look forward.
She can't make the 6 o'clock. The next one at 4 a.m.
I don't mind waiting. I could help. I can make sandwiches for you to take to Lester.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Max, what would you like
I would like you to try harder next time to attempt suicide. That's what I would like.
Max!
Okay, Becky, comes with us. We'll buy a book on tape. Let's go.
Okay. Susan, I hope things work out okay with Lester. And I just want to acknowledge today.
Acknowledge today?
The anniversary of Richard's death. I know it's really hard.
Life is hard, Andrew. An anniversary is just a number.
Mama, you're in good hands.
I know. This is a very impractical solution, you know. If Lester isn't released Monday, you can't stay.
I'll hire someone for you. Don't worry about that. It's time for you to sell a house. I want to see you put that in motion before I leave.
Fine. We'll discuss it after we visit Lester. I'll comb my hair and we'll go. I'll buy you a wonderful dinner.
And I know this game. You don't talk money over dinner.
That's right. I don't.
I'll take a freight train.
No!
They're gone.
We're going out, Becky.
I'll
You
just
can't...
wait until it's time. we lost them. Suzanna and Andrew.
Don't.
But I came back to say, Max, we'll be fine without them.
There's no we, Becky.
I know your father abandoned you and my parents abandoned me too.
My father did not abandon me.
Listen to me, Max. We have damage. People like Andrew and Suzanna will always run from us when we show them who we are. I see everything you are and I'm still here. When I was at the hospital, they asked me for a name. Someone I should call in an emergency. A spouse, a parent, a child. I don't have any of those people. You don't either.
You're still here.
We're dropping at the train station.
I thought the next train was 4 a.m.
We're dropping at the train. This is fucking over. That's the end of it.
Max, you are and ever will be a guest in my home. Adjust your tone. Becky will stay with us until it's time for her train. My boyfriend is unjustly incarcerated, and that is as much a stress as I'll tolerate today. If you're going to be disturbed by visiting a prison, stay here.
Don't worry. Life's disturbing, right? It's just a prison.
Nicely put. I'm going to buy you both a wonderful dinner and some really excellent wine. We'll have a nice evening and put all of this behind us. But first, we have to go to prison.
交通大学外国语文学系107级毕业公演在此画下完美的句点。在漫长的筹备过程中，我们受到非常多的帮助。主办单位国立交通大学外国语文学系，协办单位国立交通教务处、国立交通大学学生事务处、国立交通大学人文社会学院。特别感谢外文系全体教职周英雄教授、张爱珠教授、贾元鹏教授、林建国教授、冯品佳教授、系办公室陈月信小姐、周慧英小姐。平面摄影 Imagine 31， 现场摄影严芷云、吴维正，宣传片制作吴炳化、李世全，协力媒体 CT Channel。感谢以下赞助：大英国协教育资讯中心 UKEAS， 语言训练测验中心 LTTC， 统一数位翻译华视文教基金会，洞屋 Hostel， 东华书局，洒落森林鞋馆，国幸广告有限公司。来吉手工法式甜点 CANMAKE CEZANNE 招彥甫学长。让我们欢迎演员 Andrew 曹玉祥、Suzanna 林彦君。Suzan 张诗竹 Max 陈凯威。Becky 林明华，宣传组组长高于倩，组员陶杰、蔡倩云，公关组组长苏珊佩，组员林彦君、许佑轩、黄伟嘉。感谢指导老师张靖盈老师、演出梳化老师刘农、组长林明华、组员陈圆圆。日本组组长李庭云、组员向于山、邱成瑜。 指导老师周秋怡老师、组长罗英婷、组员郭亭汝马在宥。舞台组感谢指导老师郑烜勛老师、组长黄安如、组员黄世涵、黄志怡、黄静云、张之竹、周天宇、李道云。导表组感谢指导老师杨雁舒老师、导演助理曾以阿、舞台监督黄玉姿、导演黄元兴、副导演陈凯威。行政组总务何玉荣、副召集人曾以安、总召集人黄元兴。再次感谢各位来宾热情参与交通大学外国语文学系107级毕业公演，在此下台一鞠躬，谢谢大家。